From era to era to era, the fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years. Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier, yummier.
From era to era to era, the fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years. Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier, yummier.
From era to era to era, the fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years. Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier, yummier.
With each new decade, a fun new side. Still serving smiles on every plate. 50 great years, let's celebrate. Shakey's fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. Shakey's got it going on. We still bring the fun.
With decades of great pizza, chicken, and mojos.
Shakey's fun goes on and on.
From era to era to era, the fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
The fun goes on at Shakey's.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier, yummier.
Only projects, plans, play, game. With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Good eyesight makes perfect moments. For expert eye care, state-of-the-art facilities, affordable eyewear. Go to EO. EO Executive Optical. Love your eyes.
Only projects, plans, play, game. With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier, yummier.
From era to era to era, the fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
Only projects, plans, play, game. With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
An opposite hitter of University of the Philippines, and this is in our app. Hi,
Good morning, volleyball fans. This is our quick set brought to you by Kick and powered by Smart. My name is Fiona Bacani, your courtside reporter for today's matches, officially welcoming you to the 2025 Shakey Super League Preseason Unity Cup. Now, it's going to be an exciting Friday triple header as we head into the last day of the second round. Now, in just a few moments, we have the Ateneo Blue Eagles going up against the UP Fighting Maroons at 12 noon. And of course, for our second match of the day, we have FEU going up against College of St. Benilde at 2 p.m. And to end today's triple header, we have San Beda University going up against University of Santo Tomas at 4 p.m. But before we head into the matches today, let's hear more from UP Fighting Maroons' Kian Olango. Let's watch this.
Hi, I'm Kian Olango, an opposite hitter of University of the Philippines, and this is in or out. Afternoon games in, morning games out. Sunny day in, rainy day out. Water in, energy drink out. Playing without makeup on in, playing with makeup on out. Watch a series in, watch a movie out. Training in, working out, out. Pagalitan ni team captain in, pagalitan ni coach out. Puto in, pancake out. And I'm Kian Olango, and that was in or out. Bye-bye!
Once again, that was UP Fighting Maroons' Kian Olango, who we'll be seeing more of later. And whether you bleed maroon or blue, you can always cheer for your team while enjoying your Shakey's favorites with the Super League meal deal now available in 3 types: SSL 1099, SSL Classic, and SSL Gold. And it gets even better. Classic and Gold bundles now come with a Shakey Super Card for even more perks and discounts. Whether you're courtside or couchside, enjoy the action with the Super League meal deal. Now, once again, we are currently inviting everyone here at the San Andres Gym in Manila. But for those of you who can't make it to the venue today, you can always catch the 2025 Shakey Super League Preseason Unity Cup matches live on Puso Pilipinas at pusop.com, on Facebook, and on YouTube. And you can also watch the games on the Shakey Super League Facebook page, as well as the matches being broadcasted on the Smart Sports Facebook page. And of course, you can also catch TV broadcasts of the matches on Solar Sports on DDT Channel 21, Cable Link Channel 58, and Sky Cable Channel 70. Now, it's going to be a very, very exciting first match in this battle of Katipunan, where the UP Fighting Maroons or the Ateneo Blue Eagles will be getting their first win of the second round. We're about to find out in just a few moments, only here at the 2025 Shakey Super League Preseason Unity Cup. See you guys in a few moments.
It's always nice to see players recover well from major injuries. Giselle Tsunoshima, who suffered that leg injury in their most recent UAP season 87, and Jelay Gajero, who 2 years ago also suffered an ACL injury, but both have been playing at a high level, and they will need that as both these teams try to bounce back. Ateneo de Manila University Blue Eagles going up against the UP Fighting Maroons. Good morning, SSL fans. Ken Pangilinan with Kayla Reyes. You heard earlier from Fiona Bacani. And Kayla, these two teams, they struggled in round number 2. What do you like to see from them as they try to get a win today?
Well, Battle of Katipunan for our triple header Friday. I'm sure both teams will definitely not give up an easy fight or will not give up this win away easily. And they're both also in search for their first win of the second round. So I'd like to see the consistency coming from both of these young squads.
Siyempre, may motivation na rin, no? Being two teams from Katipunan. And when we look at how they fared in the first 2 games, 0-2 sila, no? Sigurado na yung NU and Adamson. They will get twice to beat advantage in the quarterfinals. Later, we'll see all 4 teams in Pool F battle it out in their pool.
Well, for Pool F, twice to beat advantage already secured by UST, but that's just it will depend on their match later on at 4 p.m. to see if they will finish this round in the first seed or in the second seed.
So, really a nice way to close off round number 2 para sa ating mga kupunan. Well, when we talk about Kayla, itong Ateneo, it's been a struggle for them since the beginning. There seems to be quite a transition for them. And when you go up against a team like NU, defending SSL and UAP champions, you can't commit these kinds of errors against the Lady Bulldogs.
Well, Ateneo had no answers against the defending UAAP and SSL champions, the NU Lady Bulldogs, in their last match on Wednesday, losing in straight sets 22-25, 17-25, and 17-25. NU really just out-attacking, out-serving, and out-defending the Blue Eagles.
Dami masyado niyan. 26 errors in 3 sets for Ateneo. They would need to clean that up, and they'll go up against another strong team in the UP Fighting Maroons. And Kayla, when we talk about UP, this team is so deep. But unfortunately, in their first 2 games, they went up against 2 powerhouse teams. The other one was NU, and the last time out, was against Adamson University.
Well, for UP, they were undefeated in the preliminary round and even topped their pool. That's a competitive pool, letter C, but they suffered their second straight loss in the second round following a 20-25, 22-25, and 23-25 straight set defeat on Wednesday at the hands of Adamson. And of course, we saw Shaina Natura stepping in the ballgame for that last match.
Halos isang set din yung number of errors sila. 22 errors to be exact for the UP Fighting Maroons. And now we'll shift our focus to one of the players that have really excelled for them. But it's been a struggle for her so far this season. Our player in focus, presented by PusoP.com, joined now for free. Kian Olango, who had a marvelous start last year for UP, but marami na siyang katulong dito, no? But she still had 9 points against Adamson.
Well, no player scored in double figures for UP in that straight set loss versus Adamson. But with the player who came the closest, that was Kian Olango, having 9 points, 7 of those coming from attacks, 1 block, and 1 ace.
All right, it's the Battle of Katipunan, Ateneo versus UP. Let's turn you over to the best female announcer in sports today, Elma, for our starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to San Andres Sports Complex. This is the Shakey Super League 2025 Preseason Unity Cup. It's match number 34 between the Ateneo de Manila University Blue Eagles versus the University of the Philippines Fighting Maroons. Teams. First, for the Ateneo de Manila University Blue Eagles. Let's start with our outside hitter, number 1, Jen Nahora. Millblocker, number 3, Giselle Enjica. Outside hitter, number 11, Zel Junashima. Setter, number 5, Casey Cortez. Millblocker, number 15, Michaela Gulapa. Opposite hitter, number 18, Bea Lumoxo. Starting libero at number 19, Fiona Arroyo. Head coach of the Blue Eagles, Sergio Veloso. Now let's meet the starters of the University of the Philippines Fighting Maroons. Let's start with our outside hitter, number 4, Yesha Noceja. Millblocker, number 9, Nina Ita. Opposite hitter, number 13, Fina Ali. Setter, number 17, Julia De Leon. Millblocker, number 19, Isa Gamboa. Outside hitter, number 24, Cassie Dongalio. Starting libero, number 2, Giasha Capistrano. Head coach of the Fighting Maroons, Fabio Menta. It's the Blue Eagles versus
Starters
the
for
Fighting
Ateneo, Casey
Maroons.
Cortez, Giselle Enjiga, Gulapa, Jenna Hora, Giselle Chonashima, and Lomoxo with their starting libero, Fiona Arroyo. On the side of UP, Julia De Leon, their setter, Nina Itang, Isa Gamboa, Yesha Noceja, Cassie Dongalio, Fina Ali, and their starting libero is Gisha Capistrano. Always nice to hear the voice of your Ate Ai, no? It gets us pumped up for this first match between Ateneo and UP.
Well, we have an exciting matchup as we begin this Friday afternoon. Battle of Katipunan. Unang laro pa lang sa triple header Friday na to.
Yeah, Nina Itang raring to go as both teams try to notch their first win in round number 2, and more importantly, they position themselves much better heading into the quarterfinal round. This set brought to you by Shakey's. From era to era to era, the fun keeps rolling. 50 years of fun, family, and pizza at Shakey's. We're live from the San Andres Sports Complex in Malate, Manila. As Ateneo getting that first serve. Dongalio immediately going to work for UP.
Cassie Dongalio gets one on the board right away. That was kakaserve lang ni Casey Cortez, but of course Dongalio making sure she gets a point right away as we begin this set.
Maganda mood ni Nina Itang ngayon. Ha? Nakikita ko kanina, sumasayaw-sayaw habang may music. That was a nice first ball by Ateneo.
Good save there by the blockers of UP.
Lomoxo. This is a very interesting tactic here for Coach Serio. Lomoxo, usually a setter, is now playing as a wing spiker.
Shows the versatility of the Ateneo players, although that time around Lomoxo overcooking that down the line hit.
Yeah, outside. Pasok din yung ace. Yung serve rather, that's why it's an ace. 3-0 agad for UP.
Good target coming from Nina Itang.
This serve of the game brought to you by Shakey's. From era to era to era, the fun keeps rolling. 50 years of fun, family, and pizza at Shakey's.
Targeting that left corner of Ateneo.
Cortez. Free ball for UP. Noceja though, unable to take off. Lomoxo off the block. She finally scores for the Blue Eagles.
Lomoxo making use of the hands of the UP blockers. Another thing actually I've noticed is Enjigha playing that middle position. In the last match that Ateneo played, I believe she was an opposite attacker.
Yeah. Nagabot ba kayo niyan?
Yes,
Sa Lasal, di ba?
Yes. But she was recovering from an ACL injury, if I'm not mistaken, that year before transferring to Ateneo.
Always interesting when you find players transferring either from Ateneo to Lasal or Lasal to Ateneo. Cortez. Hora from the left side, the lefty pounding it in.
Jenna Hora going off the block. One of the go-to girls here for Casey Cortez.
That play was brought to you by Kick, powered by Smart. Our way, our rules. Download the app now. And Giga now serving. She has a brother who also plays basketball in San Sebastian. One of those family of athletes. Oh, nice rejection from Fina Ali.
Good timing there on the block coming from Ali to deny Gulapa in the middle.
This block is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now.
Ali really reading that attack well, knowing that Cortez was going to go for a quick attack in the middle.
Oh man, back-to-back blocks.
2 consecutive blocks here for UP just as we begin this match. Great timing, this time on Jenna Hora.
Also that intimidating presence at the net. 6-2. Bump set by Cortez. Hora again. 3 consecutive blocks by the Fighting Maroons.
Net dominance here shown by the UP Fighting Maroons. Just no coverage on the side of Ateneo.
This block is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now.
Actually, the balls that Ali is blocking or the return slow, but coverage on the side of Ateneo just nowhere to be found so far.
Lomokso bumps it up. Hora, itinawid na lang. Noceja had to adjust, but she makes it anyway. UP off to a blistering start.
Tough adjustment there coming from Noceja. Even had to use her non-dominant hand, but a huge gap in the defense of Ateneo.
8-2, UP up by 6.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Good eyesight makes perfect moments. For expert eye care, state-of-the-art facilities, affordable eyewear. Go to EO. EO Executive Optical. Love your eyes.
Unli projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Unli 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier, yummier.
You are still watching the 2025 Shakey Super League Preseason Unity Cup. Following a tough loss where the UP Fighting Maroons fell in straight sets against Adamson, head coach Fabio spoke up about their struggles. We lost the game because we lost our tactics, sabi nga niya. We talked to the girls, just basics. Today, we go back to that. Now, coach took the blame, saying that after they beat USD, he told the girls that they were ready for the next level. I pushed too fast, he said, and I didn't give the new players enough time to absorb the system, and that's on me. But today, the team is focused on rebuilding, slowly and patiently. We start from zero. One step back, order first because order leads to discipline and discipline leads to transition. Now these girls aren't called the Fighting Maroons for no reason as they hope to bring another win back home to Diliman. Back to you, Ken and Kayla.
Thank you so much, Fiona. You know, Kayla, it's easy to get carried away, especially with this talented lineup that UP has. A lot of potential, obviously. And as much as you want to reach that ceiling, there's a process in that. And I think Coach Fabio recognizes that it's not going to be easy despite the load of talent that he has at his disposal here.
Well, UP though, in today's match, off to a great start. We saw a couple of blocks. I'm sure Coach Fabio also strengthening that blocking, their defense especially, as we've seen Ali really capitalize, especially in this match.
Yeah. And also, we have to remind everyone na
they are both rebuilding teams as well.
Galing mo doon. You put words into my mouth. Kayla, sorry. I have so far a very strong start by the Fighting Maroons. 11-4, 7-point lead. Actually, both teams we should note are coached by foreign coaches. Coach Sherio for Ateneo, Coach Fabio naman for UP.
So two different systems and both rebuilding teams. So I'm sure these squads just really have to trust the process. And one day, the new systems will definitely pay off.
Nice rally here. Julia De Leon, off-speed attack from Yesha Noceja. Chunashima, dug up by Capistrano. Hinabol na lang at itinawid ni Dongalio. Fiona Arroya sets up Chunashima, who breaks through the block.
That was a quality rally. I believe the longest rally of the match so far. But Arroyo with a bump set to Giselle Tsunashima. Again, getting a check and that point for Ateneo.
You've mentioned two different styles. Coach Serio from Brazil, Coach Fabio from Italy. Both powerhouses in international volleyball, those two countries. As we see that time, UP counter and score once again.
Quick bounce back from UP there with a 1-2 play. We see their setter being aggressive in terms of her playmaking.
Lomokso. Second point from Lomokso.
Lomokso, despite being a setter, so far already scoring 2 points. in today's match. Again, using those hands, targeting that right or that left hand rather of Cassie Dongallo.
Yeah, there was intrigue no, when she became a setter because the size obviously is there. As Cassie Dongallo just again putting it in for UP.
Cassie Dongallo has really been the go-to girl here for the UP Fighting Maroons, even in her time in high school in California.
Yeah, this is the very same building where they won the championship back in the Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. Naalala ko nagko-over tayo nun dito, di ba?
That's the first time actually that I saw Cassie Dongallo, Kizzy Madriaga, Jelay Gajero play in one team or their high school team.
As well as Shaina Nitura.
For Adamson, yes.
Oh, dito rin nagsimula yun. I mean, it's nice to look back at that. As Dongallo this time is denied by the blockers of the Blue Eagles.
I believe that was an attack error. She was trying to hit that zone 4, although that attack going to the net.
Yeah, denied tawid. 14-7. De Leon. Tinawid na lang. Cortez shoots it up to Lomoxo.
Lomoxo again utilizing those hands. Good setup from Cortez. And Lomoxo with a finish. UP block not intact on that last sequence.
Interesting. UP is the one who calls for a timeout first. Let's listen in.
Isa always cross the block. First look where the wing is and then you jump. They have a lot of sets that are 2 meters away and they don't force those attacks. So we need to delay the jump and block, okay? So wait until they almost hitting the ball, and at that point you take off, put the hands on the other side. No big jump, just the hands on the other side, okay? Let's go.
That huddle was powered by Kick. Download the app now.
Coach Fabio Menta with some blocking reminders for his girls. We've heard him. Brianna Ang from Bacolod Taytong.
Also Jan Bulak.
In attendance here in the San Andres gym for our first match. Well, earlier going back to the timeout, Coach Fabio giving those reminders to delay their jump or their block. But earlier, UP scoring a lot of those block points. Now a service ace from Ateneo.
So after being down by 7, they cut it to 4.
Tsunashima getting aggressive with their service, trying to break the reception pattern of UP.
Ooh, ace ulit. And I really love Kayla how she has recovered from that injury she suffered in the UAP season. Because she was playing so well prior to that injury. And it's just unfortunate. Oh! The hammer from Cassie Dongallo.
Clean kill coming from Dongallo, this time targeting cross court.
This spike is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. Julia De Leon, who is the cousin of former Ateneo Blue Eagle, Bea De Leon. She picks it up. Capistrano bumps it up to Yesha Noceja. Cortez. Sa likod, Lomoxo. Capistrano ulit. This time, pinuntaan si Fina Ali. Nandoon si Tsunashima. Cortez sa gitna. And Giga had to adjust. But making it work anyway.
Good move coming from Njiga to go for that drop. Seeing only one blocker on the side of UP. And she was quite early. That was number 19, Gamboa. Quite late to that block. Quite early, rather.
Oh, service error. Coach Serio visibly frustrated. UP though, just up by 4, 16-12.
From era to era to era, the fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
Only projects, plans, play, games. with Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable for only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
You're still watching the 2025 Shakey Super League Preseason Unity Cup. Lian de Guzman. Yeah. Nice to see her back here for the Ateneo Blue Eagles.
Supporting her former school. Again, that's Brianna Ang.
Jan Bulak. And Gian Chuatico comes in. We're now at the almost at the tail end of the first set. 16-12 UP abante ng 4 na puntos. Were you the one who covered that Ateneo San Sebastian game? Hindi, no?
Parang hindi. Parang baka si Daphne.
Si Daphne.
But it's really nice to see actually these girls supporting their former teammates, whether that was their teammates in the Gville. Bacolod tayong players supporting Casey Cortez, Gian Chuatico. A lot of Bacolod tayong players actually in this lineup of Ateneo.
Ateneo, though, needs to solve this very intimidating net presence of Fina Ali. Also yung coverage nila, no? Non-existent so far. Pasha, Fujimoto, Nisperos, all coming in at the same time. But this is an opportunity for the Blue Eagles because they're only down by 4. You put in, I assume, are your best players.
Almost half that lineup switched here by Coach Cherio in the first set.
Pasha gets that one to go.
Right away, immediate change after the second technical timeout, and those consecutive, that sub rather, gets a point off the hands of the blockers.
Zay Pasha cuts it down to 3. Nice serve. De Leon, nandoon si Arroyo sa likod. Nisperos, her first touch. Dug up by De Leon, but that second ball went nowhere, and Ateneo able to pull to within 2.
That's care of Isan Nisperos' attack, although Cassie Dongalio unable to control that second touch.
Golden opportunity for the Blue Eagles here. Reverse set, Fina Ali just towering over the blockers.
No blockers to be found there for Ateneo because of Ali there, just really capitalizing on that late blocking coming from Ateneo.
Yeah, nandun naman na late lang.
There was a gap in the middle of the open spiker and middle blocker, and of course, she's just an extremely tall spiker, I think the tallest player on the court. So it's really gonna be hard to stop her if you're Ateneo.
Oh, buhay pa.
Good save there by Itang.
Fujimoto setting up Chuatico. Free ball for the Blue Eagles. Tax. Better set. Fujimoto. This time going to Nisperos. Noceja. Oh! That was a good attempt, and she clips the line.
Noceja finding the line there, adjusting to that bump set coming from Capistrano.
Such a smart play
And
from Yesha Noceja. That's it in to the timeout of Ateneo.
When this ball near the net, she gets ball high. Okay, you need to look, okay, see ball. You move back. But if you shot this ball near the net, prepare for this ball over the ball. Okay, pay attention to this, okay?
That huddle was powered by Kick. Download the app now.
Coach Cherio calls for time there. Ateneo, not the best start for them in this first technical timeout. UP with 8-2, but Ateneo managed to climb up that deficit, although Still kind of a slow movement coming from their end.
Yeah. Both teams actually having trouble executing their plays. Niña Itang is still on the deck.
UP with a scramble there on that one. That set was a bit too high. Just making sure Itang or Niña Itang is okay.
Tignan natin yung nangyari dito.
That was a back set.
Tumama sa kanya is yung libero eh. Their libero, Capistrano? Yeah. Itang has to be subbed out here. You'll probably hear more from Fiona on her status.
So Umayam checks in. And De Leon,
Yeah, Donna May De Leon.
another Bacolod Taitong standout. Actually, we also saw her play here in the G-Ville a couple years ago. Now playing for Ateneo in the collegiate ranks.
Noceja from the left pin was sent back. Haboneta. Hindi lang puro sa Ateneo, mga former Bacolod Taitong standouts. Even Jaira Haboneta is there.
Haboneta getting crafty with that play. Not the strongest of hits, but knowing where to bring that ball with her top spin.
Niña Isulan, also a former Bacolod Taitong high school player for UP. At hindi rin naglalaro ngayon, no? Si Joan Monares.
So, reaching beyond the net, violation called on De Leon there, as that set was still playable for Tax Fujimoto.
2017, 3 puntos na lang ang lamang. Dongallo elevates and detonates.
The wind-up of Cassie Dongallo, just so much power in that three-step approach. And again, getting a check off the hands of of Ateneo's block rather.
Let's see, 21-17. Dongallo picked up by Fiona Arroyo. Tsunashima. Donna May De Leon clips the line.
Good target for De Leon to go for that end line of UP. No floor defense on the side of UP on that time.
This school play is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now.
Good setup as well by Fujimoto, freeing up De Leon in the middle.
Fujimoto nabitin si Tsunashima.
Attack error though for Tsunashima, very untimely for Ateneo. Coach Cherio clearly disappointed with that last attack error.
Timeout here for the Blue Eagles.
Here, don't wait the middle. You have a two player set in the middle. You need, if the ball A plus, she can put the down ball. But she use more A plus in the middle. Okay, and you cover her. Attention. Okay, hey, he's smart. Because like to in here, you should be
That huddle was powered by Kick. Download the app now.
4-point lead for UP. We saw an attack error coming from Giselle Tsunashima that forced Coach Cherio to call for time, hoping to break that momentum built by UP.
De Leon. Fujimoto shoots it up to Zay Pasha. Dongallo nandoon sa likod si Arroyo. Fujimoto to Pasha again. Napayungan doon. Net defense so far on point. And as a result, Ateneo is hesitating on their attacks.
Back-to-back errors here in terms of attacking for Ateneo. Tsunashima trying to go for that drop, although miscalculating the net on that last try.
23-18. UP, 2 2 points away from securing set number 1. Pasha was sent back there. Another block by UP. And they are now at set point. This block brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now.
Amazing net presence and net defense we've been seeing from Ali here. And again, still no adjustment on the side of Ateneo's coverage.
Zay Pasha gets that one in.
This time, Pasha quick to redeem herself, finding that seam in between the blockers to get that point and save a set point.
Ateneo de Leon. Dongalio. Babalik sa UP ang bola. Fina Ali. De Leon. Binalikan si Dongalio sa bandang kanan. And she punctuates set number 1. And UP, after Ateneo inched closer, was able to close out the first set in style. Cassie Dongalio piling up the points as usual. Fighting Maroons take care of the first set, 25-19.
Shakey's fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. Shakey's got it going on, we still bring the fun.
With decades of great pizza, chicken, and mojos.
Shakey's fun goes on and on.
From era to era to era. The fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
The fun goes on at Shakey's.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier, yummier.
Only projects, plans, play, games. With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Cheer for your team while enjoying your Shakey's favorites with the Super League meal deal now available in 3 types: SSL 1099, SSL Classic, and SSL Gold. Whether you're craving pizza, chicken, mojos, or pasta, there's a bundle for every appetite. You also get to support your favorite team because for every order, 50 pesos goes to your chosen SSL participating school. Whether you're courtside or couchside, enjoy the action with the Super League meal deal. Set number 1, Kayla, where we saw UP open up a huge lead to begin this set, but Ateneo fought back. They were able to cut it down to as low as 2 points. But UP was able to recover and finish the set nicely here.
Well, UP just showcasing their net defense in this set. We even saw 3 consecutive blocks as we began that first set by Ali, and we saw as well attack contributions coming from Cassie Dongalio, Yesha Noceja, and on the other side of the court for Ateneo, just a slow start for them. They were really unable to convert their attacks, and quite a number of errors committed as well in this first set alone, especially on the attacking department.
Kaya naman UP na ipanalo yung first set, 25-19. Kita mo naman yung dami ng blocks galing sa Fighting Maroons, Kayla.
Well, in terms of attacks, very close, 12-11, but those blocks just really set everything apart. We saw that a lot of them was really care of Ali, and I think De Leon was also contributing to those attacks on the right side.
This set brought to you by Shakey's. From era to era to era, the fun keeps rolling. 50 years of fun, family, and pizza at Shakey's. Ateneo de Leon gets things started here in set number 2.
Hermosura now in the floor for Ateneo. So let's see how this set will go. Kizzy Madriaga, the playmaker now for UP.
Daming former Bacolod itong high school players. Itong unit ng Ateneo.
So familiarity now coming into play for Ateneo. You have Hermosura De Leon in the front, or in the floor rather, for Ateneo. Both former teammates.
Haboneta from the pipe. De Leon! Nicely done for the Blue Eagles.
Good move on the side of Ateneo there. Only one blocker for Donna De Leon. And UP unable to recover from that touch.
Ano ma-score natin ngayon? 3-0 na.
Good start this time for the Blue Eagles.
Gajero elevates. And she scores.
Too powerful of an attack coming from Gajero. Hermosura could not control that ball.
Let's check in with Fiona.
Earlier, Nina Itang suffered a hard landing on her right knee at kasalukuyan may onting kirot daw dahil dito. Now, the Fighting Maroons PT told me that Itang currently has a knee contusion and will still be further assessed. But for now, ice at pahinga muna sa bench. Balik sa inyo, Ken at Kylie.
Thank you so much, Fiona. So, questionable to return. Ito si Nina Itang. Was it a case of her pumping her knee on the Takaflex?
Oh, we saw that last sequence wherein I think the libero Capistrano collided with her as well. But could be either that collision or mislanding, as that set to her was not the right one she was looking for. But a service ace here from UP.
Yeah, it's Baklay. Tabla agad tayo, free all. Nisperos commits an error, something Ateneo can't afford to do.
Nisperos under that ball on that attempt. So another attack error here for Ateneo.
Yun yung mga dapat dinisin nila eh. Because that was an opportunity for them to strike. Isa. Gajero, nandoon si Arroyo. Pero yung kanyang first ball, papunta dun sa net.
Fujimoto unable to get to that first touch as it was too close to the net.
Si Coach Fabio kinausap si Kizzy Madriaga para masyadong mababa yung set niya kay Gajero the past couple of sequences.
Some adjustments on the setting.
Zay Pasha from the right pin.
That's a good attack, much needed on the side of Ateneo. Great setup as well from Fujimoto.
This spike is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now.
No blockers also there on the side of UP on that last hit by Pasha. Faulty reception by UP.
Free ball for the Blue Eagles. Nisperos from the right side. It's good.
This time, Nisperos getting a check to get that point. Actually, Nisperos really having to step up here for the Blue Eagles. She has been one of the go-to girls as well for Coach Cherio in the past few games that we've seen here in the Shakey Super League. But really needing to heat up in this match aside from Hermosura.
Yeah. Gajero. At least that floor defense working for Ateneo. But not that time. Third time's the charm for Jelay Gajero.
Jelay Gajero with an exclamation point coming from a bump set of Kizzy Madriaga. Just hitting that over the blockers.
Suffered that injury 2 years ago. Tore her ACL during the preseason. Hermosura. So, actually, talking about Jelay Gajero, Kayla, she hasn't even made her UAP debut yet because she missed out, supposedly, her rookie year with the University of the East. Here she is with back-to-back points.
Jelay Gajero. It's really great to see her progress coming from an injury, slowly coming back.
Yeah.
It's not an easy task, definitely, physically and even more so mentally, to come back from a grueling injury. But so far, playing spectacular in this second set.
Hindi ganun kapulido yung execution, pero nakapuntos pa rin naman ang UP. Lamang sila dito ng 3-8-5.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Good eyesight makes perfect moments. For expert eye care, state-of-the-art facilities, affordable eyewear. Go to EO. EO Executive Optical. Love your eyes.
Unli projects, plans, play, games! With Smart Unli 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier, yummier.
Welcome back to the 2025 Shakey Super League Preseason Unity Cup. From the heart of Bacolod to the bright lights of Katipunan, Donna May De Leon is now living the dream that she's held onto for years. As a rookie, she knows the privilege of every minute on the court. Coach gives us so many chances, sabi nga niya, and we're grateful for every single one. Now, moving away from home isn't easy, but with former high school teammates Casey and Anna by her side, the transition feels more like coming home. Sabi nga niya, we're sisters now, and it's not just a team, it's a family. For Donna, it's not just about volleyball. Ateneo has always been the dream, and now that I'm here, I won't be wasting any moment. Now, the jersey may be new, but the heart behind it has been blue all along. Back to you, Ken and Kayla.
Thanks so much, Fiona. It's always nice when you transition from high school to college, Kayla, and you still have your teammates who you bonded with for so many years in the high school ranks. And let's remember, they're coming off from all the way from Visayas. Ngayon, nasa Maynila na sila. So kahit magkakasama sila, ibang environment ito for them, Kayla.
Definitely, that's a big adjustment and a lot of getting used to for these girls playing and living away from home. But the good part here is that they have each other and that they're also playing alongside each other in one team. Ateneo asking for a check, but none was given. Point remains with UP.
10-6, Fighting Maroons with a 4-point lead. Casey Madriaga reverses it to Kian Olango, who targets Tax Fujimoto.
Kian Olango with a cross-court target. Fujimoto unable to defend that ball.
Timeout Ateneo. The lead has swelled up to 5 for UP.
Short head. She jumped high and this is little down. You can go in front. The other is normal. Okay? Yeah. Hey, Anna, what I told you. Again, you receive a short ball and you try to hit in the middle. Double block in front of you. Okay? Remember.
That huddle was powered by Kick. Download the app now.
UP racking up a string of consecutive points. Coach Cherio trying to stop that run that UP is making, trying to break that momentum.
Uy, may bagong kasama si Brianna. Dati nilang teammate sa Binil. You have Camila Bartolome there. Later on, we'll meet CSB will face off against FEU.
So a reunion in the San Andres gym for these Bacolod Titong girls.
Nasabi ko sa iyo, Kayla, ang daming mga taga Bacolod Titong High School dito. Ateneo, meron sa UP, sa Binild, meron din. It's a grand reunion. Kulang na lang si Boss Boy, Sir Boy Montalvo. If you're watching, shout out to you.
Well, on that time, Hermosura unable to get that ball across. That was also a faulty set. So another error here for Ateneo.
12-6, 6-point lead. Oh, Isan Esperos finally breaking through that wall.
Just what we were looking for from Isan Esperos, breaking down that UP block, and a back set coming from Tax Fujimoto.
Score natin is 12-7. 5-point lead, Isan Esperos. Wait a minute. They will sort it out. Wala pang official call. Coach Sergio thinks it was reaching beyond the net against UP. No, UP gets the point. Wait, okay, teka lang. Nagkalituhan. Tama ba? Okay.
Both our officials are calling different things. So again, Fujimoto and Haboneta speaking and clarifying. Point will go to Ateneo.
Okay, it's an illegal block on the side of UP. Okay.
That first ball was close to the net in the previous sequence.
So ang score natin, lamang pa din ng UP, pero naibaba na ng Ateneo, pero dagdag na naman sa UP dahil dun sa atake na yun.
Haboneta quick to get the momentum back on their side after that call against them.
Genumayam, also from California Academy. 5 sila dyan, no? From UP. In UP, rather, na galing California Academy. Oh, Hermosura breaks through that wall once again.
Hermosura with a heavy arm, unfazed by the two-man block there of UP. Kian Olangon able to establish that block. Hermosura really known actually for her power. We've seen that in the high school division and now as a rookie for Ateneo. In the couple games that Ateneo has played, she has been such a powerful force at the net.
Ball does not go over. Point to Ateneo. Blue Eagles, they have been presented opportunities here. Even in the first set.
So far, it's really the consistency that we're looking for on the side of Ateneo.
Kagaya niyang ganyan. Bibigay ng free point sa UP.
What happens is they're able to score a point, but yung susunod na rotation, they unfortunately commit an error. So
Ace. Olango from the service line.
Kian Olango, what a serve there. Nisperos and Hermosura could not contain that floater.
Former UAP girls volleyball MVP. Fujimoto desperately tried to keep it in play, but they're unsuccessful. UP on a roll, eyeing a 2-0 lead.
So far, reception seems to be the problem for Ateneo.
16-10, Fighting Maroons ahead by 6.
From era to era to era, the fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
Unli projects, plans, play, games. With Smart Unli 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Tax Fujimoto, the team captain, trying to steady the ship for the Blue Eagles. as they face a 6-point lead against UP. Giselle Tsunashima will check in. She will replace Ana Hermosura. Olango continues to serve. Dax sa gitna. Much better execution for Ateneo.
That's a play that Ateneo has badly needed. But what a move there coming from Fujimoto to set up Chuatico in the middle.
Yeah, they need more of those fast, quick plays. Ira Haboneta, cross court.
Haboneta with a tough angle on that last rally. You can see Chuatico disappointed in herself on that last one as that hits right on the line.
Hailing from Antique, to si Ira Haboneta, played for De La Salle in high school. Zay Pasha from the left pin. Nice pickup by Haboneta. It sets up Jelay Gajero, who puts in the finishing touches in that rally.
Jelay Gajero, just a force in the net. Scoring a couple of points already here in the second set. Ateneo's defense struggling.
Nice serve from Haboneta. But the adjustment, just enough for Zay Pasha.
It's a good adjustment coming from Pasha from that tough set. And you be unable to read that drop ball.
Saka sharp angle eh. Nagawa niya ng paraan. 18-12. UP ahead by 6.
It's a good serve by Fujimoto.
Rising up is Kian Olango. Picked up there by Dax. Sa gitna, Baklay. Fujimoto. Pinuntahan si Nisperos. Oh!
That was a lucky break for Ateneo. Some faulty sets we're seeing on the side of the Blue Eagles.
This school play is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. Pwede, pwede. Sabi ni Isa. Nakaisa. 18-13. Haboneta bumps it up to Jelay Gajero, far from the net. Papansin mo yung mga set ni Jelay. Yung mga ganyan, gusto niya ganyan eh.
Quicker sets and those shoot sets, which is why she is able to convert right away. And I'm sure Madriaga knows exactly what Gajero is looking for.
Oo. Ayun, saktong-sakto that time. Noong una nag-a-adjust pa si Kizzy because the sets were a bit too low.
We also saw Coach Fabio giving some adjustments to Madriaga's sets to Gajero, but right on cue, Jelay Gajero taking care of that overpass. Look at that timing.
Ito may hang time doon from Jelay Gajero. Timeout Ateneo.
Shoulder and up in the middle.
Cushion.
Okay.
Only cushion. When you cushion the ball, when you serve the back, the ball stay here, and that can send this ball longer.
Okay.
Okay. If you get your shoulder here, the ball doesn't go away. Relax, relax. Okay. Hey, pay attention. You cannot stop in the defense. And remember, number 50, you need to wait a little inside the court because she hit down. Pay attention.
That huddle was powered by Kick. Download the app now.
Coach share you with the, some reminders specifically to Zay Pasha. And of course, we heard number 15, that's Jelay Gajero on the side of UP, who has been doing the damage in terms of UP's offense.
Oo, hindi nila ma-check eh. Isa pang kulang sa Ateneo so far, yung net defense nila, halos di natin nararamdaman eh.
They had 0 blocks compared to UP's 5 in that first set. And so far, I don't think they've got a kill block in the second set.
It's still alive though. Nicely done from Fiona Arroyo. Oh, but Kizzy Madriaga tricking everyone, going for that 1-2 play.
Madriaga outsmarting Ateneo's floor defense. No one ready to anticipate that 1-2 play.
Butas na butas yung gitna eh. Ika nga, ang favorite ng ating director ngayon, that donut hole is wide open. 21-13 at the middle. They go to Donna Mitilion, but she overshoots the target.
Another attack error coming from Ateneo. Again, just really unable to convert those sets.
22-13. 9-point lead. Reverse set, Zay Pasha. Nandun na naman si Jelay.
That hang time by Jelay Gahero. Let's take a look at this one again. Pasha going up for that drop, but Gahero really just pushing that one straight to the ground.
10 na ang lamang ng Universidad ng Pilipinas.
Better receive from Ateneo.
Oh, nice execution. Fujimoto setting up Isa Nisperos.
See the importance of a perfect pass. Fujimoto has so many options and Nisperos finishing that one.
The spike brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. Madriaga. Pasha setting up Isa. Isa falls down. It's a point for the Fighting Maroons.
Another faulty set for Ateneo. Nisperos unable to adjust. Errors piling up for Ateneo.
Set point na ang Fighting Maroons. Nisperos, nandoon si Haboneta sa likod, pero nakapuntos pa rin si Isa.
UP unable to recover that second ball. Coach Fabio calls for time.
That play was brought to you by Kick, powered by Smart Our Way or Rose. Download the app now.
Works. Okay, blink serve twice on the libero and then finally attack hard. We made the same error here and they come back. Play what works and the game plan is serve this in one. Okay, so we go one all the time. Let's go, ladies.
That huddle was powered by Kick. Download the app now.
I like how Coach Fabio isn't getting complacent despite the comfortable lead that UP has here, although noticing that his players committed the same error twice or multiple times. And of course, wanting to correct that right away.
Oh man, Jelay Gahero putting the icing on the cake in this second set.
Jelay Gahero hitting from all sides of the court and finishes set number 2 with a cross-court attack.
25-15. UP is now ahead 2 sets to none.
With each new decade, a fun new side. Still serving smiles on every plate. 50 great years, let's celebrate. Shakey's fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. Shakey's got it going on. We still bring the fun.
With decades of great pizza, chicken, and mojos.
Shakey's fun goes on and on.
From era to era to era. The fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
The fun goes on at Shakey's.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier, yummier.
Only projects, plans, play, games. With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Cheer for your team while enjoying your Shakey's favorites with the Super League meal deal now available in 3 types. SSL 1099, SSL Classic, and SSL Gold. Whether you're craving pizza, chicken, mojos, or pasta, there's a bundle for every appetite. You also get to support your favorite team because for every order, 50 pesos goes to your chosen SSL participating school. Whether you're courtside or couchside, enjoy the action with a Super League meal deal. UP, just nominating set number 2, Kayla. Yeah, ganda nung nila, no? Ganda nung performance nila dito, Kayla.
UP really leading actually throughout the whole set. And Gahero, just a force in terms of her offense. Kian Olango as well, chipping in a few markers. But Jelay Gahero, I believe the top scorer for UP in this second set. Meanwhile, for the side of Ateneo, we saw some contributions from Nisperos, although a lot of errors coming from the girls in blue and white and just really struggling with their game today overall.
Yeah, yung errors talaga, kailangan ayusin ng Ateneo, no? Because they certainly had their chances here, Kayla. You see that those numbers, error 7. Kung titingnan mo yung attacks, blocks, well, yung aces, syempre UP 3-0. Pero in terms of attacks and blocks, hindi naman dehado yung Ateneo dito eh.
So not too far if we look at the attacks and blocks. But for the aces, we saw Kian Olango, I believe, scoring 2 in set number 2. But what really sets these teams two apart in this second set was the errors that Ateneo gave up.
This set brought to you by Shakey's. From era to era to era, the fun keeps rolling. 50 years of fun, family and pizza at Shakey's. Outside, yung atake doon ng Ateneo, UP nakakuha ulit yung puntos.
So something Ateneo has to limit. For Ateneo, we see Nesperos with 6 points, Pasha and Lomoxo with 4. Lomoxo coming in that first set earlier.
Grabing Jelay Gahero. Kayla, 9 points lahat sa second set.
9 points for Gahero, 7 for Ali, and 5 for Dongalio. Again, 7 errors for Ateneo in that second set. They really have to limit that in this third if they want to push this game into extended play.
That time, nice anticipation by Donna May de Leon.
That's the first block point of Ateneo in this match so far.
This block is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now.
This time, De Leon with the adjustment on Gahero. Of course, noticing that Gahero is really the top scorer for today, changing their block pattern. But this time, Umayam with the drop.
Also a former California Academy player, Jen Umayam.
Good target by Umayam to go for that corner of UP. Ateneo, rather.
Kapansin-pansin, Kayla, no? Si Cassie Dongalio hindi pinasok dito sa third set for the Fighting Maroons.
Yes, Dongalio, one of the top scorers alongside Ali. Ooh, but Nisperos with a cross court. What an angle for Nisperos. Good setup as well by Tax Fujimoto.
Ganda.
You can see the intention by Isa Nisperos to really avoid that block.
Casey to Jelay. Tax. Nandoon si Isa, napayungan ni Kian Olango, bagsak si Nisperos. Play goes on. Haboneta, back to Jelay Gahero, picked up by Nisperos. De Leon will just get it across. Olango loading up.
Good save by Pasha.
Junashima. Fernandez from the back. Olango had to adjust and she was able to score the point.
Not the best hits coming from Olango, as I believe that set was not what she wanted. But good move on her end to tip that ball over as soon as the Ateneo blockers were coming down from their jump.
3-2 UP with a 1-point lead. Isa fires. Oh, there was a check.
There was a check called by our officials. UP contesting that call.
Si Aboneta hindi makapaniwala dahil ang palagay niya hindi naman tumama sa kanya.
Coach Fabio just pulling Haboneta away. Well, from our angle, did not look like there was a check. But, of course, our referees see it much better on the floor.
Haboneta gustong bumawi. Dikit masyado sa net yung set. Pero tuloy-tuloy yung ating rally dito. Galing sa likod, Jelay Gajero. Fujimoto, pinuntahan si Chuatico. They will not get it across.
Chuatico unable to get her attack across. Fujimoto attempting to go for that quick play.
4-3 UP. Last time they met was also in round number 2. UP was able to beat Ateneo in straight sets.
And a service ace this time from Umayam. Ateneo finding that first ball, or Tax Fujimoto finding that first ball in order to get her spikers to convert.
Isa. She has committed a lot of errors already, si Isa Nisperos.
Struggling to get a grip of that ball. Some reminders from Coach Sergio.
Coach Sergio has been in the ear of Isa Nisperos. Oh, and then they target her from the service line, and it's an ace from Jen Umayam.
Jen Umayam aggressively serving here for UP, trying to break those plays of Ateneo. So far, things really looking good on the side of UP.
I think when you observe Ateneo, Kayla, I don't know if you'll agree with me on this, it's more mental more than anything else.
Yes, you can see they seem a bit erratic when you look at them. So far, that puts UP.
UP is up now by 5, 8-3.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Good eyesight makes perfect moments. For expert eye care, state-of-the-art facilities, affordable eyewear. Go to EO. EO Executive Optical. Love your eyes.
Unli projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Unli 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier?
Welcome back to the 2025 Shakey Super League Preseason Unity Cup. Now, in these crucial moments with Ateneo down 2 sets, Coach Sergio gathered the team to remind the girls that whatever they've done during training, they have to put out during the game. Now, this isn't just a tactic. It's a call to trust the hours that they've poured into this. He needs the girls to listen to his instructions, to refocus, and to return to the fundamentals. Let's go back to basics, he said. Absorb the ball. On defense, he also told the girls to be more aware, to adjust, and to move in. But more than just technical advice, he believes in the girls, telling them you already know this. Now, the game isn't over, so they have to keep fighting until the very last point. Back to you, Ken and Kayla.
Thank you so much, Fiona. Ira Haboneta, while Fiona was reporting, able to get that one cross court. And obviously, Kayla, those pleas by Coach Sergio. I mean, it's good, but it's easier said than done because, like we said, time and time again, we've been harping on this. It's more mental, more than anything else, no? And it's really up to the players on how they try to lock in. And this time, nakita mo, si Chuatico, hindi rin na naitawid yung bola doon. At hihiling na ng timeout. Si Coach Sergio, his team is down by 8.
When you need to adjust, positive, you need to adjust here. Because what you do, the ball come A3, and you go ahead. When you go here, you cannot put this ball here. Yes. can't adjust and go in the cross. Okay, this is important. You need to. Okay, you're in the middle. Okay, and pay attention. Pay attention. Look. Oh, you found the cover.
Nice, akin yun.
That huddle was powered by Kick. Download the app now.
That timeout, we heard Coach Sergio speaking to Jian Chuatico after getting denied there by UP. And again, that coverage of Ateneo still missing.
Coverage, net defense.
Actually, coverage plays a huge role in the confidence of a spiker.
Yeah.
Knowing your teammates are there to cover that ball just in case you get blocked. And right on cue again, net defense on point for UP, but meanwhile for Ateneo, just no one there to cover.
This block brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now.
Fantastic blocking for the UP Fighting Maroons in today's match.
Dax. Pinuntahan si Tsunashima. Blasting through the defense.
Tsunashima targeting that cross court, and what a setup as well from Fujimoto.
This cool play is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now.
Found a hole in the middle of the hands of the blockers.
Tsunashima is now in the back row. Madriaga from the left pin. Haboneta gets it across and in.
That was a tough adjustment from Ira Haboneta, but that roll shot works. Again, no one there to defend that ball. Good choice to last minutely switch to a drop shot.
Oh man, Ateneo is out of sorts.
This time a miscommunication between Fujimoto and their libero.
Yeah.
Arroyo.
Kasi second ball yun eh. Usually it's a setter. Oh man, they are in disarray right now. It's an 11-point lead for the Fighting Maroons.
So De Chavez, their second libero,
Yeah.
swaps places with Arroyo, struggling to get that first ball up.
Zay Pasha gets that one in.
So what you need if you're Ateneo, Zay Pasha quick to recover from that string of points from the side of UP.
Yeah, I like the demeanor of Zay Pasha. Despite this difficult situation, yung demeanor nga niya, no? She's trying to pump up her teammates, pump up herself. Now, let's not discredit what UP is doing because, well, medyo dispalinghado lang execution nila doon. But, for the most part, their net defense, very present. Gahero, especially in that second set. Kaganda nung kanyang mga palo, Kayla. But, again, when you talk about these two teams, both of them actually trying to make it to the Final Four again after missing out the last few years. UP is ahead by 10. We head into the second technical timeout, 16-6, Fighting Maroons.
From era to era to era, the fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
Only projects, plans, play, games. With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
The Shakey Super Fans of the Game is brought to you by Shakey's. From era to era to era, the fun keeps rolling. 50 years of fun, family, and pizza at Shakey's. Pamilyar yung mga yan ha? Sino yung mga yan? Of course, former Bacolod Taytong High School standouts. Brianna Ang, Jan Pulak. 16-6 UP. Just cruising along. Both teams winless in round number 2.
Hoping to get a win as we end round number 2.
And Kayla, should UP go on and win this one, they could possibly face the winner of the winning team in our next matchup. This block is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. So yung FEU sa CSB.
Yes, for our second match.
Oo. Kung sino manalo doon, posibleng makalaban ng UP.
Again, Zay Pasha, the light that Ateneo is badly needing right now.
That play was brought to you by Kick, powered by Smart. Our way, our rules. Download the app now. You know, Kayla, I'm sure sa career mo sa volleyball, you face this kind of situation. Nothing is really working for you. Yung body language, certainly not good. If you're Ateneo, how do you deal with this? Especially this is still the preseason, marami pang months left before they go to their upcoming UAP season.
Well, if you're Ateneo, you really the first thing they really have to do is regroup. It's, as you mentioned, I agree, it's really more of a mental game for them. If you look at them individually, these girls are very skilled and talented, but it's really the mental game they have. And of course, going back to the basics of volleyball.
On paper, yung talent nila should be at par with the top teams in the UAP.
They also have a good recruitment program. I mean, they got a lot of blue chip recruits from Visayas.
Oh, Gajero with a powerful attack.
Again, Jelay Gajero, just too much for Ateneo. What a setup as well from Madriaga after Umayam getting denied in the middle. Oh, that was Baklay rather with that first attempt.
89. 9-point lead for UP.
Better receive now for Ateneo.
Ooh, Nisperos with a hammer.
Nisperos going cross court, but we have to give credit to that perfect pass by De Chavez.
This spike is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. Shout out Richie Cordero. Di tayo pina-fries last time, kailan? Ganda ng performance as a courtside reporter. 19-10, UP. Abante ng Siyam. Si Pasha, magpapahinga na dito. Pasok si Ana Hermosura. Nainggit kasi ako dun sa first ni Richie, dun sa story niya eh. Yan, nabanggit ko siya. Tax Fujimoto goes to Junashima. Nandoon si Gajero, picks it up. Jelay will reload, cross court, she scores.
Hermosura not in the right place there to dig that ball. The cross-court attack coming from Jelay Gajero. Again, Jelay Gajero just so consistent with her attacks in today's match. She's been efficient for UP so far.
Yeah. Oh, Olango with a drop.
That was a smart play coming from Kian Olango. Not going for power, but using that power dip to get a check.
School plays brought to you by RNB Milk Tea. Order now. Timeout, Coach Serio.
You need to look. Sometimes you do a tip. Okay, win this ball. Look, it's a counter-attack. This ball is a high ball. If you have a ball, you have time to read the tip or hit. Okay, and pay attention for this ball. Okay, and go fast. Okay, not a drop ball. Where's the drop? One drop. Okay.
That huddle was powered by Kick. Download the app now.
Huge lead for UP here. They are 4 points away from bagging win number 1 as we end the second round.
Actually, Kayla, kung titignan mo yung UP, meron din silang mga slight problems, no? It's a good one.
Lapses that we see throughout the game. But what's good about UP is that they're quick to bounce back right away after making an error. If they get a call that they are contesting or that they don't want, they're quick to bounce back and get that momentum right back on their side.
Isa pang dilemma nila, Kayla, is given how deep this team is, who's gonna be their main six? And who's gonna make the roster here for them in the upcoming UAP season?
That's gonna be an interesting one, definitely with a lot of attackers, but Nisperos stops the bleeding for Ateneo. So far for Ateneo, it has been Nisperos chipping in a few. Say Basha. Earlier we saw her with her contributions on attacks. But so far, Hermosura quiet in today's match. Tsunashima as well. Not her usual output.
Si Chuwatiko, no? Halos di natin naramdaman dito for Ateneo. I mean, she hasn't really had a lot of touches. Zaboneta unwrapping an early Christmas present for UP.
That was an overpass coming from Nisperos, and Haboneta ensuring she puts that one away.
Yeah. Chuwatiko, De Leon, very few touches.
Tsunashima getting that one through the block as substitutions come in for Ateneo late in the game. That's Lomoxo coming back in, and Cortez as the playmaker. She heads to the service line.
23-13, UP 2 points away from notching their first win here in the first round. Both these teams got lost their matches to Adamson and NU. NU is now number 1 in their pool, 3-0. Adamson 2-1. Casey Cortez making an appearance here for Ateneo. Also a former Bacolod Taytong High School standout. Dito rin siya nagpakilala sa San Andres, the Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League.
Miscommunication there coming from Olango and Umayam on who was gonna bring that ball over.
Nakais pa si Casey. Coach Fabio, again, despite the big lead, he calls for time.
Okay. Overload. Base Jenna remains behind like now, okay? So the pass can also be in the middle of the court because we're overloading zone 2, all right? On that one, you choose. If you have a good timing, call it. Otherwise, all right? Let's go.
That huddle was powered by Kick. Download the app now.
I really love how Coach Fabio calls for time despite the comfortable lead that his squad has. We saw that earlier in the second set or the first set. And now here, UP 2 points away from bagging this match. Discussing some plays, and we see right away Jen Umayam converting for UP.
Yeah, very meticulous si Coach Fabio eh. I mean, you saw in the first set, parang lamang na sila ng 6, nag-timeout siya, ganun din nangyari nung second set, patapos na. Nung nag-back-to-back points yung Ateneo, he called for time. Similar case here in set number 3. And that's gonna do it. UP cruising along to this very comfortable win over Ateneo in another version of the Battle of Katipunan.
A dominant win here for the UP Fighting Maroons, taking this match and closing out round number 2 in 3 straight sets versus Ateneo, who seemingly struggled, I could say, in their match today.
And Ateneo on course to face off against the number 1 ranked team in Pool F. And should UST win their match later against San Beda, it's gonna be UST versus Ateneo in that quarterfinals matchup. And they will be they will have to fend off that twice to beat advantage against that #1 ranked team in Pool F. Talking about Ateneo, UP din, no? Because they will finish at #3 in Pool E. Whoever wins between FEU and Benil, they will have twice to beat advantage in the quarterfinals.
So the stakes getting higher here as we head to the next round. But this match closing out 25-19, 25-15, 25-14, all in favor of the UP Fighting Maroons.
The fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. To the break of dawn, fun is never done. Shakey's fun goes on and on. Hero to hero, what a ride. With each new decade, a fun new side. Still serving smiles on every plate. 50 great years, let's celebrate. Shakey's fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. Shakey's got it going on. We still bring the fun.
With decades of great pizza, chicken, and mojos.
Shakey's fun goes on and on.
From era to era to era. The fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
The fun goes on at Shakey's.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Shakey's creamy spinach pizza. Creamier.
Creamier, yummier.
Unli projects, plans, play, games. With Smart Unli 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Straight sets win for UP over Ateneo, 25-19, 25-15, 25-14. UP na ipanalo ang kanilang last assignment in round number 2. Sila ngayon ang number 3 ranked team. Ngayon, kilalanin na natin yung ating MVP of the match. Atin sa atin yan ng Shakey's from era to era to era. The fun keeps rolling. 50 years of fun, family, and pizza at Shakey's.
Well, our MVP of the match is none other than Jelay Gajero, bringing her A-game in today's match. 9 of those points scored in the second set, where we saw her play as the left-wing spiker and carrying that over to the third set. Jelay Gajero has just been exemplary in terms of her offense, her reception, and as well as her floor defense for the UP Fighting Maroons.
Grabe, no? 9 points. 9 of those 25 points of UP in that second set. She is with Fiona.
Ayan, so kasama nga po natin ngayon ang ating MVP of the match, none other than Jelay Gajero. Jelay, congratulations. Alam ko hindi naging madali itong second round para sa inyo. Ang tagal yung hinanap itong first win nyo. Ano sa tingin mo yung nagbago sa UP para maipanalo ang laban na to?
First of all po, feeling ko po yung pinag-usapan po namin yung mental toughness, which is yun po yung naging problem namin with the previous games. So yun po yung parang wino-work on namin na lumaban po with heart and mind.
Ayan, so Jelay, alam kong napaka-consistent mo naman talaga sa mga laban. Pero today, iba yung pinakita mo eh. So, gaano kahalaga itong pag-step up mo para sa laban na to?
Inaano ko lang po na magkaroon kami ng first win din ngayon. Kasi very mahalaga po yun sa amin para ma-boost din yung confidence ulit namin. Yun lang po.
Ngayon naman, Jelay, meron ko pang gustong batiin ng mga nanonood sa'yo. Friends, family, supporters.
Binabati ko po yung mami ko sa Naga and also yung ate ko sa Canada.
Ayan, so tapang, talino, utak at puso. Yan ang tatak UP. Congratulations once again to Jelay and the rest of the UP Fighting Maroons. At dahil ikaw ang ating MVP of the match, syempre meron ka ring gifts from Shakey's. Once again, congratulations to our UP Fighting Maroons. They've won the Battle of Katipunan and more exciting things in store for them. But for now, that's all from us. Over here, back to you, Ken and Kayla.
Maraming salamat, Fiona. Let's check out our Smart Power Up Plays brought to you by Smart's Only 5G. Stay connected for only 85 pesos for 3 days. Load now through the Smart app. Actually, set number 1, mas competitive yung Ateneo pa dito eh, Kayla. Even though UP led here by around 7 or 8, they were able to pull in a string of points to pull to within 2. But UP just holding strong down the stretch, finishing off set number 1 here.
Well, for UP, we saw a lot of their net defense or their block points. I believe they scored 5 compared to Ateneo's 0 block points in this first set alone. We saw Cassie Dongalio as before, of course, our MVP of the match, Jelay Gajero, come in this first set. And speaking of Ali as well, her block points and her offense in terms of her attacks. For set number 2 now, we saw a lot of errors on the side of Ateneo, really struggling with their reception, specifically in this set. And for UP naman, for Jelay Gajero, spectacular performance, and credits as well to Kizzy Madriaga for enabling Jelay Gajero to do so, scoring 9 points here in just the second set alone.
Yeah, grabe. 9 of their 25 points. Imagine 36% of your team's production all coming from this woman right here, Jelay Gajero. And we talked about how she has recovered from that ACL tear she suffered 2 years ago. They took care of set number 2, 25-15. And from there on, nagtuloy-tuloy na eh, pagbulusok dito ng UP Kayla.
Well, for Ateneo in that third set, it was another dominant, or I think the most dominant win in terms of sets for UP in this match. For Ateneo, we saw some contributions from Isan Esperos and Zay Pasha, but of course that was not enough for this UP squad who really gave their all in today's match. All-around performance from Ali, from Gajero, and from Cassie Dongalio as well.
Cruising along for the UP Fighting Maroons, 25-19, 25-15, 25-14. Straight sets win para dito sa UP. Those were our smart powered up plays. Tignan natin yung numbers dito, Kayla.
Well, we can see UP just out-attacking, out-blocking, and out-serving Ateneo 37-32 in attacks. 9 blocks to only 2 coming from Ateneo. And for aces, as I mentioned, Ateneo struggled with the reception. That's 8 aces coming from UP. Then in terms of errors, Ateneo giving up twice as much as errors as compared to UP's 12.
All right. First game is done. We still have 2 more, including this NCAA versus UAP showdown from the UAP FEU going up against the 4th-time NCAA champions, the College of St. Benilde. Stay tuned. Keep it here on the Shakey Super League Preseason Unity Cup.